Alrighty, so you just got your real estate license, or maybe you've had your license for a while, but you're having some trouble generating some new viable clients. You've likely talked to a bunch of people trying to bring in some new business and really convert these prospects into new clients, and chances are that you've probably likely lost those opportunities to other agents. Look, if a prospect is primed and ready to go for a new listing or is already pre-approved to purchase, and you're losing the client or that potential client, chances are it's because you haven't been able to relay your true value to said prospect. But the good news is, in today's video, I'm about to level you up. I'm about to show you how to provide true value so that you no longer lose out on clients again. It's really simple, guys. Much of the reason why you cannot capture any new business from prospects that you're farming truly boils down to what I'm about to explain to you today. In my experience, many of the objections that you face during your sales calls really circle around this one very basic understanding of value and how it drives decision making. And after I break down the good stuff today, I truly hope that you will come better equipped to the marketplace. That way you'll start winning more deals versus just showing up and talking to prospects and taking a whole bunch of L's. Well, I guess that's the L, or maybe that's the L. Well, anyway, I do not want you to take any more L's. By the way, I got to give a quick attribution shout out to one of my mentors from afar. His name's Alex Hermosi. He broke down this very simple matrix that I'm about to explain to you today, but I'm really just repurposing a lot of what he's explained to me so that it's a lot better suited for you guys to understand. All right, so I want to start off by really explaining that I cannot describe value to you in a few sentences. It's far easier for me to visualize what value looks like broken down into these four main quadrants that you see on my screen now. It's really the value matrix. Value is really made up, like as I said, of four main quadrants. Quadrant number one is all about getting your clients to their dream outcome. How likely are you going to get your clients to their goal? This is really what quadrant number one is all about. This really asks the question, can you get your clients to their desired outcome? Can you get them to their goal? I mean, it seems pretty obvious, but you really truly need to be honest with yourself. Is what you're offering capable of getting your clients to their dream outcome? Like, let's say, for example, that you have a listing and this listing just sits there and it sits there and it sits there. And then before you know it, the days on market for this listing is like plus 300. And I'm pretty sure you've probably stumbled on a listing like this as you've been combing through your MLS. This is not a dream outcome for your clients, guys, which really leads me to quadrant number two. And that is, how likely are you to get your clients to their dream outcome? Now, using the example I just mentioned, let's say that this listing that sat on the market was a luxury listing. It was valued over 20 million, right? And if this is your first time doing a listing like that, what is the likelihood that you're going to be able to sell this property? Which then leads me to quadrant number three. And quadrant number three is all about reducing time. Or in other words, your value increases the faster you get your clients to their goal. Or your value increases the faster you sell this house that's sitting there on the market. And then lastly, which leads us to quadrant number four. Now, quadrant number four is actually made up of two main components, and I'm gonna label those effort versus sacrifice. Now, I know these are actually two things, but it really boils down to how much effort does my client have to put in, or how much sacrifice does my client have to invest in order to get them to their goal. Now, using this exact same example of the listing, are you going into this property and really listing it and making everything as turnkey for your clients as possible so that they don't need to invest any effort or sacrifice into getting this listing sold? And if not, how much time or effort or sacrifice are you gonna have to have your clients endure in order to get them to their goal? For example, how many times are you going to tell them that, hey, you guys got to get out of your house this weekend because I'm going to be doing an open house Friday and Saturday, for most of the day? Like, that's going to be an inconvenience for your client, which in essence is a sacrifice because they're going to give up the comfort of their home to be out while you're trying to list it, or trying to close it. And how much of that do they need to give up? Now, check this out. All these things matter in the eyes of your client. But here's the kicker with the value matrix. Now, really, your goal for items 1 and 2, or quadrants 1 and 2, is that you want to be able to increase the chances, the probability, the likelihood of the dream outcome and the likelihood of achievement as much as possible when trying to relay value to your prospects. Conversely, for items 3 and 4, you want to try to reduce those intervals as much as possible. You want to try to get that as close to a zero sum as much as possible. That said, here's a really great example that Alex uses in his explanation of the value matrix. So let's say, for example, that you're trying to lose weight and you really have two options to lose weight. The first one is going to the gym, and the second one is, let's just call it plastic surgery. So I'm going to say PS for short. All right. Now let's really cross-reference the value matrix against this idea of losing weight. Now, dream outcome, likelihood of achievement of losing weight, or maybe getting six-pack abs, right? Going to the gym, yes. So 1 point for gym. And plastic surgery, yeah, definitely you can lose weight through that. So 1 point for plastic surgery. Now, likelihood of achievement, yes, you absolutely can get six packs of abs or lose weight by going to the gym, but it's going to take quite a bit of time. It could take months or even years to get to your goal. Versus plastic surgery, which is, probably you schedule an appointment, go in for a pre-op, get some surgery done, and then post-op, and then you're sore for a couple weeks, and then you're good to go. So in reality, the reason why plastic surgery costs so much more than gyms is because the likelihood of achievement is far greater than the investment that you have to put in for a gym. So I'm actually going to give the point to plastic surgery in this particular case. Now, reducing time. Again, how long does it take for me to lose weight, or this person to lose weight, or this person to get six-pack abs? Well, going to the gym, yeah, that's an investment of, maybe 30 minutes to an hour a day for pretty much that person's lifetime. Not only that, they're going to have to really start looking at what they're eating and watching their diet, maybe counting calories. So the reducing time aspect of value by going to a gym is really, it's not there, versus plastic surgery where, you're pretty much in 1 week and you're done and out the other. So again, a point goes to plastic surgery. And then lastly, we're talking about effort versus sacrifice. Again, using the gym as the example, how much effort do you have to put in? Sweating every single day, making sure that you're allocating an hour every single day to hit the gym and getting that work. Not to mention the amount of time and effort that it's going to take for you to, look at the food that you're eating, meal prep, count calories, get on certain diets just to try to hit your goals of losing weight or getting six-pack abs. Versus plastic surgery where, you only really need to give up a few days of soreness and you're done and you're out. So if we look at the big scheme of things, the big winner in all this is plastic surgery. And that's why plastic surgery costs so much more than a gym membership. Whew. All right. I hope this is making sense for you guys. Now, take a look at what you offer to your prospects and compare it against the matrix. Are you representing a seller but you can't get a listing? Or maybe you're trying to represent a friend to purchase their house, but instead they went with someone else. If you're constantly taking these L's, then compare your offer against the value matrix. Chances are your competitor probably has you beat in one, if not multiple, of these quadrants. Then really it's a matter of asking yourself, how can you improve your offer so that the next time a prospect comes knocking on your door, you can present them with something so good, so juicy, so perfect that they would be, pretty stupid to say no. All right, want more gems like this one? Then I highly recommend you join our free Square One Facebook group. I'm dropping gems just like this one on a regular basis. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. But guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure again you smash that like button or leave a comment in the comment section below. But if you enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend that you check out this one right here. It's gonna be just as good. All right guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye bye.